confessed to killing his wife in their Queens apartment and stuffing her body into a suitcase. Oscar Pillamunga told police he lost control, strangled his wife on May 31st when she told him she was leaving him for another man. Investigators say he stuffed her body into a suitcase and he then allegedly took a cab to Harlem. He left the case on 130th Street. Police say the so-called Spider-Man burglar has confessed to 11 of the 25 break-ins. He's in custody after a string of thefts on the Upper West Side. 40-year-old Rufus Graham's accused of breaking into 24 homes and a school since May 18th. He allegedly earned his nickname because of the acrobatic way he'd slip through windows and shimmy down drain pipes. Investigators say he'd steal cash, clothing, credit cards, and electronics, and police say they caught him on Wednesday after he broke the glass door of a theatrical booking agency and triggered a burglar alarm.
The chairman of Lincoln Center's redevelopment project has reportedly resigned out of frustration with his job. According to the New York Times, Peter Lehrer resigned yesterday. Now, that's a week and a half after the New York Philharmonic decided to relocate to Carnegie Hall. The Times says Lehrer worried that the amount of money that was spent on the project has produced few results.
Mayor Bloomberg's popularity with New Yorkers is down again to a record low. The latest New York Times poll shows just 24% of New Yorkers approve of the job he's doing. That's the lowest rating since the Times started doing mayoral polls in 1978, and it's also a 7% drop from Bloomberg's rating in January.
Well, there could be two Clintons in office at the same time. The buzz is that President Clinton is thinking about giving Mayor Bloomberg a run for his money in 2005. Now, just as his wife steps into the spotlight with her new book, Bill Clinton is refusing to deny rumors that he'd like Bloomberg's spot at City Hall. The Washington Monthly is reporting that the former president has definitely decided to run for mayor in 2 years. Mayor Bloomberg had some advice for Clinton.
If President Clinton wants to run for mayor, I can tell him it's a very challenging job, but it's a great job, and I would recommend it to anybody. I'd sort of recommend that he thinks about it for the next 6 years because he'd have a tough time winning before that. But
now, despite the recent reports, Clinton's spokesperson says the president is busy with projects and not running for office.
I heard somebody say that he's already, had the easier of the two jobs. So he might be ready to run New York now.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if he could clean up these streets of traffic and flooding and the like, because that's what Vanessa's dealing with today. Vanessa?
Yeah, that would be nice. We do have problems out there. Let's start you in Bergen County, New Jersey, westbound Route 80. At Route 507, have an accident out there. Then further west at exit 59 in Patterson, have another crash taking down 2 lanes. Watch for heavy delays. If you're headed down to the Holland Tunnel, expect delays. Inbound is jammed into the toll plaza. We have a disabled vehicle inside the tube in the right lane. They're clearing that out, but definitely watch for slowdowns. And let's head outside to the Grand Central Parkway. We'll give you a look here at the Grand Central. Westbound delays passing LaGuardia Airport there. If you are headed out to the airports, also do call ahead. You could encounter some slowdowns there as well. Alternate side is in effect citywide. Cindy and Michael, back to you.
Vanessa, thank you.
6:36 right now. Big drawing on tap for tonight. We'll tell you all about it coming up.
Also, David will tell us if this rain's going to stop anytime soon.
And these magical fingers belong to Chris Thomas King. He's performing for us this morning, and he tells us where you can catch a number of free concerts this morning. Chris, in a moment.
You best come on in my kitchen. It's gonna be raining outdoors.
Goes for 300 tonight at 7 on CBS-2.
What you doing this summer? Get outdoor furniture. Ours is the finest. This cast aluminum beauty, no rust, sturdy, fine detail. For beauty, comfort, and tradition, it's our all-weather wicker. Love real wrought iron? Another exclusive. Every detail sculpted and curved. Our most popular aluminum set, exclusively ours. Another Treasure Island exclusive. A mix of teak and cast aluminum. There are places for outdoor furniture, but none as fine as Treasure Island. It's really a most unusual store.
Starting today, muscle pain is no reason for not taking off, not touching down, not raging, not ice dancing, not going vertical, not hitting the wall, not hacking, not taking the gloves off, not getting dirty. Introducing new Tylenol 8-Hour with 2 layers, one that's fast and one that lasts. All day, 1 dose. New Tylenol 8-Hour. It's the Tylenol for muscle pain, because not playing is not an option.
I am my Don Quixote. I don't think I'll ever see another show like it in my life.
Very moving.
I cried a lot. It was beautiful.
The greatest show I've ever seen, period.
I just got goosebumps.
Man, that was great.
Bravo. Oh, excelente. It was great. And I bought the mug.
See Man of La Mancha. Call 212-239-6200 today. Pride, passion, and innovation in a time of change. CBS 2's Maury Alter takes you inside Hoboken High School. See how students and staff are taking on tough challenges in new and unique ways. A salute to our schools, Saturday at 1 on CBS 2.
Welcome back. We're about 20 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Big night. If you play the lottery, you play the lottery.
I am now.
Tonight, Mega Millions lottery ticket. The jackpot is up to $115 million.
You can buy a lot of umbrellas with $115 million.
That's right.
What do you say, Dave?
Yeah, but you can also buy some sunglasses, and our forecast is going to have a combination of things, soggy weather as well as improving conditions. We'll detail it all for you. Kids on the bus stop this morning, if you're a student at Bedford Road School up in Westchester, look for some showers. Looks like the heaviest rain is now pushed out to sea, and that's certainly a good sign. Nonetheless, we still could see more showers and thunderstorms today. 63 outside. Expected on the bus stop this morning. Right now at Central Park, some showers, 64 degrees, 96% is our relative humidity. Variable wind at 7, and on the hour, the barometer is currently on the rise. Shirley, 59 degrees there. Still some showers out there, but as I mentioned, the heaviest rain moving to the north and east. Hamburg, New Jersey, 67. Humid conditions to the south down in Seagirt, where they have a current temperature of 64 degrees. All right, here's what the problem is for us. A stationary front that's going to continue to drape itself across parts of the northeast. And as we've been telling you, this stationary front, which is really stuck in the mud, is going to act as almost like a conveyor belt or a highway for this low-pressure center 1 moving through this morning. That caused some of the steadier downpours. Still have yet another one, which is across parts of the western Great Lakes. And because the pattern is just so slow right now, we really have to wait till the system slowly starts to lift to the north and east. And again, we're not looking for torrential downpours every minute on the hour, but we will continue to see the threat of showers and scattered storms throughout the day today. And hopefully we can just get a window of some dry weather. Big game tonight at Yankee Stadium. Clemens is going to be going for his 300th win. Hopefully things at least will start to dry out just a bit. Looks like we'll continue to see the threat of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow as this cold front starts to slide to the east, but eventually things start to dry out for us. Father's Day looks like a nice one. Sunshine, less humid conditions, and very pleasant temperatures. So for today, scattered areas of rain and storms, temperatures generally lower to middle 70s across the region. Here's your 5-day forecast, up to 81 degrees tomorrow, and again, we'll have the chance of scattered storms. But right now, we're looking for a nice-looking Father's Day, partly sunny skies, 79. Monday looking great, up to 74 degrees, and some sunshine on Tuesday, with highs expected to get up to about 77. So getting a little bit of a break out there right now, still not out of the woods, and of course, we'll have continuous updates throughout the morning and the afternoon.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Dave.
You bet.
Time now is 6:41, and later you're going to hear from the voice of Yankee Stadium, next with Duke.
First, though, up next, this gentleman, blues guitarist Chris Thomas King in our studio. He's going to perform for us and tell us how to catch a free concert this weekend.
Ever been
News on CBS 2 is brought to you by Frederick Air Conditioners.
Some things are built to last. Some aren't. Built to last. Not built to last. You can choose an air conditioner because it's stacked high on the bargain aisle. Or you can choose an air conditioner that saves energy, is convenient to use, affordable, and built to last. Frederick. Rebates now available. Check the Yellow Pages newspaper or Frederick.com for an authorized dealer.
In Portugal, the welcome is especially warm this year, and the deals are very, very good. So go to Portugal.org, your gateway to the warmth of Portugal.
Fleet Bank invites invites you to meet me at the Met. Creativity, imagination, quality time. What more do you need for a family outing? It's all right here at the Metropolitan Museum of Art on Fifth Avenue, where you'll see remarkable paintings by the world's finest artists, Rembrandt, Monet, Degas, Van Gogh, and many more. And every Friday and Saturday, the Met's open till 9 p.m. Use the extra time to take in a lecture on art, history, or travel. Plus, don't miss Dana Tyler's Inside the Museum features every Sunday morning. Meet Me at the Met is brought to you by Fleet Bank and CBS-2.
The more it hurts, the more you need the Icy Hot Patch. It concentrates pain relief right where it hurts. Icy first to dull the pain, then hot to relax pain away for hours of relief. The amazing Icy Hot Patch.
Fantastic how long it works.
Now, take your medicine cabinet everywhere. Introducing Maximum Strength Gold Bond First Aid Wipes. The medicine cabinet in a wipe. It cleans, helps stop pain fast, and helps prevent infection. All in one First Aid. New Gold Bond First Aid Wipes.
In Portugal, the welcome is especially warm this year, and the deals are very, very good. So go to Portugal.org, your gateway to the warmth of Portugal.
Welcome back. 6:44 right now. You hear this? This is Chris Thomas King, born to play the blues. He's the son of blues legend Tabby Thomas. King started performing when he was just 9 years old at his dad's club in Baton Rouge. It's a very unique style. It's a mix of hip-hop and blues. He's won several Grammy Awards as well. King knows New York pretty well too. He made his television debut on Letterman 13 years ago, played Carnegie Hall and Radio City, and his new album is called Dirty South Hip-Hop Blues, and you can catch him live on stage tomorrow night during opening weekend at Central Park Summer Stage, and he's with us this morning. He's been with us for a little while. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You have a tremendous style. How do you describe hip-hop blues?
Well, a lot of people don't realize that the blues is part of a culture, and the culture evolves, and the music evolves with it. So my dad, he sang the blues, but I rap the blues, you know, most times. So
you describe it as the gatekeepers keeping you out of the gates.
Well, yeah. I mean, I made my debut, as you mentioned, on Letterman about 10 years ago, but since then I moved to Europe for a few years, and I decided to come back to the States a few years ago and settle down back in New Orleans, and since then I've gotten into acting and some other things, so people are getting exposed to my music a little bit more now.
Let's talk about your acting just a little bit, because you were great in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou with George Clooney. We've got a little clip. Folks who don't recognize him right now, take a look at this. You look just like George Clooney right there, wouldn't you say? Talk about your experience working with George Clooney and your time in this film.
Well, George is great. You know, he made me feel real comfortable when I first met him. The first morning on the set, there's this guy with this rag tied around his head. He's real grungy, and it's like, you know, 6 in the morning, he's all perky, you know, and ready to go. It was a wonderful experience working with him and the whole cast of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And it was amazing the success the soundtrack had. I think it's the best-selling roots music soundtrack ever. I think it's up to about 7 million sales now.
And you're in Martin Scorsese's new film, right?
Right. We're doing we did a series of films called The Blues, and I'm in a film that Wim Wenders directed, and that film is called The Soul of a Man. I play Blind Willie Johnson. And in Central Park tomorrow, we're going to play that film and others of the series, and I'll do a concert, a hip-hop blues concert out there. And it's going to be a great time. I think that series in September is going to have its network premiere, I think around September 28th.
PBS?
Yes, PBS. Everybody, you know, it'll be nationwide, so most people get to see it. And it's this year, the blues, this is the year of the blues, as Congress have put it. And the blues have a sponsor, you know, a corporate sponsor in Volkswagen. And so this year, we're getting a chance to get the music exposed a little more than normal.
Well, what are you going to expose musically for us this morning? What are you going to play?
I'm going to do one of the songs that I wrote that was on the Down from the Mountain soundtrack. It's called John Law, Burn Down the Liquor Store.
Okay.
Moonshine whiskey ought to be a crime. When I start drinking, bound to lose my mind. Oh, brother, dime, get me through hard times. Now what's that smoking? Yonder across the field, look like our secret highway. You know, we had so many years. John Lawton come and run us away from here. Well, he burned down a liquor store, burned down a liquor store. John Law burned down a liquor store. Well, he burned down a liquor store. for that bootleg whiskey and where we gonna go? Now good morning, Judge. Now what may be my crime? Didn't give me no time. Said, could you make me some more of your moonshine? Oh yeah. Well, it burned down the liquor store. Burned down the liquor store. John Law burned down the liquor store. Well, it burned down the liquor store. But that bootleg whiskey, where we gonna go? John Law didn't mind us having a little fun. When we made money, you know he would get him some. The joint would rock until the morning come. But when the money got low, you took me off jail, 'cause I drank all my corn liquor. You see, I had no more to sell. I ain't had no one to get me out on bail. Well, it burned down the liquor store. Burned down the liquor store. John Law burned down the liquor store. Well, it burned down the liquor store. For that bootleg whiskey, where we gonna go?
Yeah, Chris Thomas King. How about it?
Oh, yeah.
Who inspired you?
Well, my dad, Tabby Thomas is my dad. I grew up in a little jug joint down in Louisiana.
So Rick James in you there, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, even though the song I sang in the movie of Old Brother Warthow was done by Skip James, I grew up listening to Rick James. You know, I grew up at, you know, 1 foot in hip-hop, 1 foot in the blues.
Sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Great to
All right.
have you here. You can catch Chris tomorrow night, by the way, 7 o'clock, Central Park. And for a full list of summer stage concerts, just log on to our website, cbsnewyork.com. Cindy?
All right, he was wonderful. Time now is 6:50. Let's check sports. And Duke, big night for Roger Clemens once again.
Yes, Cy Young Award winner. We had a trivia question. 5 guys, ex-cons that won the Cy Young Award. You cheated. The guys in the back got it. Vita Blue, Lamar Hoyt, Denny McClain, Dwight Gooden, Ferguson Jenkins. We should give it away like to the 5th caller, a Mike Pomeranz t-shirt. I love Mike Pomeranz.
Yeah, a lot of people want that.
All right, here we go at the stadium tonight. Maybe a little history as Roger Clemens once again goes for win number 300. If you don't have a ticket, you can catch the Rocket go up against the St. Louis Cardinals right here on CBS 2. Meantime, yesterday in the Bronx, the Yanks and Astros wrapped up their 3-game set. Picked this one up, 8th inning, a game all tied at 5, and Alfonso Soriano at the plate. He's going to bloop one to right field here. That falls in for a base hit, plates a run in the form of Hideki Matsui, and that was more than enough. Yankees win this one 6-5, your final score. And remember, later tonight, you can catch the Yankees game right here on CBS 2. They're playing the St. Louis Cardinals. Last time these two teams met was way back in 1964. Well, yesterday, the last place Mets fired general manager Steve Phillips and replaced him with Jim Duquette on an interim basis. The 37-year-old Duquette was Phillips' top assistant. Meantime, the Mets in Texas again last night, top of the 2nd inning. And how hot has Vance Wilson been? This guy's making the most of his opportunity. A 2-run blast, now 3-0 Mets. Wilson 5 RBI in the night. 3rd inning, Ty Wigington, the base hit to center field. Wigington 4 for 5 in the night, 3 RBI. Mets win big, 11-0. Mets now 1-0 under Jim Duquette. Well, yesterday in round 1 of the U.S. Open, it was turn back the clock day. Here's what I mean by that. 53-year-old Tom Watson charging up the leaderboard, bringing Olympia Fields to life. Here's his second shot of the par 4 12th, 6-iron from 170 yards out into the hole for an eagle. And if that wasn't enough for you, check out the 40-foot birdie putt on the par 3 7th. It stops right here on the edge. Well, let's blow it in. Come on, Cindy, blow it in. It goes in there. He shot a 5 under par 65 yesterday. Well, later tonight, you can catch me and Bob Shepard as we sit down for a little chat right here at 11 o'clock. And we'll have a little bit of Bob. And I asked him yesterday what kind of questions or what kind of names he likes to say on the PA. And here's what he had to say.
I really like names that are euphonious. And most of the Spanish names are euphonious. Jose Valdivielso, Salome Barojas, things like that. Or a name like Alfonso Soriano has euphony in it. Not Steve Sachs. That sounds like a barking dog.
How great is that?
Character.
Steve Sachs, barking dog. More of that tonight at 11.
Excellent.
All right, guys.
So much going on, you know. Duke's talking about Clemens pitching tonight for 300. Summer Stage, we're talking to Chris Thomas King just a moment ago. It's tomorrow. He plays tomorrow. Just want to tell you about his new CD. Yeah, because I've got an advanced copy. I'm a lucky guy. Dirty South Hip Hop Blues. Available now, right? That's right.
In stores everywhere.
He's got the pitch line down.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
Let's see what's coming up at 7 o'clock on the early show.
Let's go over to Harry Smith. Harry, good morning.
You know, I was at the Yankee game 2 nights ago, and just to hear him say Vizcayano.
Yes. Cheetah.
He made it with about 45 syllables in it. Coming up this morning on the early show, great news for the 42 million Americans on Medicare. How about that plan that would help save thousands of dollars on prescription drugs? Headed for a vote in the Senate. We'll have the latest on that. In the wake of the Columbia tragedy, now a threat to the safety of the space shuttle program. We'll have a conversation about that as well. Actor Bruce Willis in the studio today to talk about his latest movie. He plays Spike the dog in Rugrats. Grammy-winning singer Monica will be along. Hey, time to come down to the plaza. She's going to be here. She has the #1 R&B song in the country. She's going to help us save the music, and she's going to sing, too. We're also going to look back at the legendary careers of both TV newsman David Brinkley and Oscar-winning actor Gregory Peck. All that and more coming up right here on The Early Show.
See you in 6 minutes. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
We're back in just a moment.
News on CBS 2 is brought to you by Champion Mortgage. Call 1-800-CHAMPION.
You can be late for a lot of things. But a lower interest rate? You don't want to miss that. Just call 1-800-CHAMPION. Now's a great time to refinance. If anyone can show you how to reduce your monthly payments, it's Champion Mortgage. They've been doing it for over 20 years. I know you've got 10 minutes. Don't miss out.
With rates as low as 4.25%, don't miss out. For a free consultation, call 1-800-CHAMPION. Great rates, Champion says yes.
The McGraw-Hill Companies, working together.
Without a good network of information, we wouldn't have this textbook. In fact, teachers might not have nearly as much to teach us with. Without information, it'd be really hard to raise the money to build this school. The architects couldn't even design it. And the businesses in my town might not stay in business. See how much depends on what you know?
The McGraw-Hill Companies.
American Idol's Simon Cowell has a twisted new idea.
I'm here to introduce Cupid, a new show where thousands of men will try to win the heart of America's most eligible woman. She's beautiful. She wants to get married. Oh, and by the way, we're giving her $1 million dowry. The only thing that stands between them and this perfect woman are her 2 best friends.
We are going to weed out the losers. Big time.
Cupid premieres CBS Wednesday, July 9th.
You think I'm tough? Wait till you see these 3.
Fleet Bank invites you to meet me at the Met. Creativity, imagination, quality time. What more do you need for a family outing? It's all right here at the Metropolitan Museum of Art on 5th Avenue, where you'll see remarkable paintings by the world's finest artists, Rembrandt, Monet, Degas, Van Gogh, and many more. And every Friday and Saturday, the Met's open till 9 p.m. Use the extra time to take in a lecture on art, history, or travel. Plus, don't miss Dana Tyler's Inside the Museum features every Sunday morning. Meet Me at the Met is brought to you by Fleet Bank and CBS 2. Closed captioning on CBS 2 is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Get the feeling Toyota.
Welcome back. A couple minutes away from 7 o'clock.
Check on Wall Street once again. Ed Crane with the details. Ed?
Morning, Mike. We won't call it a June swoon, but we're expecting some profit-taking. The Dow has now picked up ground in 14 of the past 16 sessions. The futures number suggests some early selling this morning, so keep your fingers crossed.
All right. Ed, thank you very much.
Talk about the teachers union. Not too happy this morning with some schedule changes due this fall, and Marley Hall has the story from the Upper West Side. Marley, good morning.
Good morning, Michael. The new schedule change calls for teachers and students to spend more time learning. Schools Chancellor Joel Klein made the announcement yesterday despite opposition from the teachers union. Let's take a look at the new schedule. It calls for, starting this fall, for for elementary and middle school students to have 50 extra minutes of class time on Tuesdays, and the school day will be 15 to 20 minutes shorter for the rest of the week, and teachers will spend an additional 50-minute period training to learn the new math and reading curriculum. Now, Schools Teachers Union President Randy Weingarten has said she opposes this schedule change, and she says that she will try to block it, saying teachers want let's go back to you now.
All right.
Marley, thanks.
Let's go over to Vanessa, see what your commute looks like.
Well,
Vanessa.
we have problems out there. We'll start you in Queens, eastbound Grand Central Parkway, an accident at the LIE, heavy delays. Also, let's take a look at the Bell Parkway, jam-packed westbound heading past JFK. That's due to an accident at Conduit Avenue. Guess we're having a problem with that camera. Alternate side is in effect citywide. David, over to you.
Okay, Vanessa, unsettled conditions expected throughout the day today. Concern comes with the possibility of some localized flooding. We have a flood watch that will remain in effect through midday today. Sussex, Warren, Morris, Passaic, Rockland, and Bergen, as well as Essex counties down there in New Jersey. Here's your 5-day forecast. Scattered areas of rain and storms today as well. Tomorrow, start to come out of it on Sunday. Father's Day looks great. Sunshine, 79, and looks like mild conditions for the beginning of next week. That's a quick look at your forecast for now. Have a great and safe weekend. Cindy, Michael?
Monday looks good, like good weather to sleep in, and one of us is going to be doing it. You don't have to set your alarm this early anymore.
That's right. Coming Monday, I'm going to be anchoring the noon and then doing special reports in the afternoon. We have a wonderful new team member with CBS 2, Sean Gables, who's going to be here joining in the morning.
So she gets the early duty.
Yeah.
And you get to do all those great specials like the
Yep.
Crisis in Chinatown that you do, all kinds of neat stuff.
It'll be good. I'll miss you guys. But...
You can't get rid of us. We'll still see you at noon. If you want to catch the latest news, weather, traffic, sports, everything, and you got to head out the door, tune your car radio to WCBS News Radio 880.
And on Monday here on CBS 2 News this morning, an amazing advancement in eye care, how you can correct your vision while you sleep.
Thanks for joining us this morning, and stay with us for news, traffic, and weather all throughout the morning. And for all of us here at CBS 2 News, I'm Michael Pomeranz.
And I'm Cindy Hsu. We'll see you on the news at noon. The early show is next.
Good morning, I'm Harry Smith. A Medicare plan for prescription drug coverage that would save older Americans thousands of dollars is headed for a Senate vote. We'll have details. Also, in the wake of the Columbia tragedy, investigators say they've discovered a dangerous new threat to the shuttle fleet. We'll have the latest.
And I'm Julie Chen, saying goodbye to two distinguished gentlemen. We'll look back at the legendary careers of TV newsman David Brinkley and Oscar-winning actor Gregory Peck early this Friday morning, the 13th of June, 2003.
From CBS News, Harry Smith, Hannah Storm, Julie Chen, and Renee Seiler bring you The Early Show. Live from Trump Plaza in New York City.
Good look at the rainy season here in New York. Good morning and welcome to The Early Show. Renee is off today. Julie continues in Los Angeles. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Harry. Good morning, Hannah. And out here in Hollywood, they are mourning the loss of one of the best. As we said this morning, we will remember the life and career of Gregory Peck in just a few minutes. Harry.
All right, Julie. First, we've got some breaking news out of Iraq, where U.S. troops are engaged in some fierce fighting today. CBS News' Mark Phillips is in Baghdad. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Harry. Well, this is all part of an operation the military is calling Peninsula Strike, and there seems to be plenty of striking and significantly plenty of striking back. This is a major sweep, the biggest since the main shooting war ended by the U.S. military up in that triangular area in which they're trying to flush out Saddam loyalists who have been taking pot shots and launching attacks on U.S. troops. Today provided the biggest engagement so far since the war. A tank column was attacked with anti-tank weapons. The tanks fired back. The military says they killed 4 of the attackers. Following that, assault helicopters pursued those also involved in the attack, killing another 23. That made the total there 27. Elsewhere in the same area, the military says it killed 70 former Saddam fighters as they tried to attack and defend what they called a terrorist training camp. Just yesterday here, the commander of the U.S. military, General McKiernan, said that Iraq is still a war zone for all of the right reasons, and we got some more of those reasons today. Harry.
All right, Mark Phillips live in Baghdad this morning. Thank you. And now to Medicare. After years of debate, it appears Congress is finally ready to help defray the soaring cost of